Hi, this is Laverne from yeshuaoutreach.org, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And I'm here again with you from our preschool division to share a short segment entitled Oral and Communication Skills. The last time I shared with you a short intro video to our workshop, which will be available this Wednesday. So don't forget to follow us and be a part of that workshop on Facebook. So the workshop is about promoting your child's early literacy. So early literacy and oral communication skills are definitely interconnected. And our teaching methods are unique because it helps the child to see from different perspectives of learning and exploration. So I'm going to share with you 3 tips for our oral and communication segment. The first one will be oral development and creating opportunity and always making face contact. So oral development first starts when you're born. And I believe learning starts from when you're in the womb, but in the sense of the child actually making noises or forming positions with the mouth to make a noise would be a part of the first stages of oral development. So you would hear cooing and then mimicries of letters M, like to get ready to say mama or dada. And so it's important to always find different environments and create environments in which your child can hear and mimic and to see what would be the appropriate behavior behind that sound. For instance, zoo animals, instead of looking at a book, you could take your child to a zoo and see the monkey making monkey sounds. And the child will probably most definitely imitate. Another way of creating an environment in which your child could apply mimicry would be a show or a puppet show. So the child might hear or see something funny and try to copy the sounds of that word. And you could also enforce those sounds at home. So it'd be like an inside joke. It's funny how when a child is born, they sometimes smile depending on their development or their awareness. But they do understand emotions faster than just speech. And so when you are laughing and when you are sharing something, you will be surprised as to what your child can do. So of course you can make this more challenging for your child, depending on your age of your child. So I've worked with children for over 26 years now, different age groups, and I have prepared children for kindergarten readiness tests. So being aware of the stages, and it's important to observe and to realize where your child is at. So you can create learning opportunities, and you know when not to fluster your child when an activity is not appropriate for your child. So another thing that you can do with your child is use songs. When you use songs, it helps refine the vocabulary words. So songs can be fast and some songs can be slow, but with the repetitive rhythm and use of the words, it helps your child to remember and to also sometimes pronunciate the words. Repetition is great. Speaking of repetition in song, so you can also look at your child and the object that you're trying to teach your child and repetitively say the word slowly and remind your child ever so often until he or she might say the same thing. So let's go into creating opportunities. Speaking of creating opportunities, and we could talk about play dates and special projects that you make at home. So a special project could be baking cookies. So your child would be able to experience a chocolate chip in a different way. And your child would be able to identify and observe and to feel and to touch and to use his or her senses to remember that word. So if your child were to taste also that chocolate chip, that is also reinforcing learning, as along with you saying the actual words chocolate chip. So let's go to eye contact. It is a definite no-no to look down at your child when talking because you might not have your child's attention. So the best way to talk to your child is face to face. And make sure you have eye contact and that your child can read your facial expressions, especially when they're young, so they can learn appropriate behavior and emotions. And this leads into social emotional skills. So it's very important in the early years for the child to see their mother's or their father's lips and how they move and form words. So, and we should make a point of doing that. Expressing the ideal also comes with facial expressions. So, little ones need to see that. And as I said earlier, children can understand crying and emotions faster than just speech. So, we do have supplemental courses apart from our school that you might be interested in. If you're not looking for a school and you're just looking for something to help along with learning, you can look on our website or contact me, and we will be more than happy to provide those courses. So we want to start teaching as early as possible, building on those language centers of the brain. In my experience, I have seen some children with behavioral issues because of their poor verbal and social emotional skills. I remember a boy was very sad. He was a preschooler and he could not communicate with his peers, and because of that he was very aggressive, and he was very angry. So the only thing that the teachers could do was to just isolate him. And they were fearful for the other kids because he would attack the kids. So it's very important in the early years to teach these skills. I have done assessments for children in various areas of development. And so there are assessments for the academics, there are assessments for behavioral issues and possible developmental delays. So fortunately, I was able to find someone in my class that needed the help, and they were, because I persisted and kind of guided the parent along, that child was able to get the help that she needed. So, and they came back and they realized the extent of what was going on, and they were so grateful. So yes, we do offer assessments, so you can also contact us in regards to that. Okay, well, God bless and hope to speak to you soon. Bye.